What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. It's 70 degrees and sunny here in Los Angeles, California. I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today is a wonderful day. Today is Thursday, May 15th, 2025. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hasanabi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming buttons. I was on the desktop doing interviews, numerous interviews conducted with members of the media, including the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Kyle Kulinski. That's right, the secular talk legend himself. I'm late. Last night I ended the broadcast. And after ending the broadcast, I shot the podcast, the Fear M podcast. And the Fear M podcast we shot super freaking late. It started at 10 because Cutie Cinderella had to go to the Doyers game. So for that reason, I had to stay up until like 12:30. Or till 1, which was really terrible. And then I had to wake up late as well, which is what pushed back all of my schedule. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be at my highest performance today, I don't think. Hold on, my coffee's here at least, so that's good. 1:30 is an early bedtime for me. Yeah, it's a late bedtime for me. It's a very late bedtime for me. And the reason for why it's a very late bedtime for me is because I usually wake up at 6. So is half of gaming. Microsoft owns everything. Yeah, the war on gamers is eternal. Take out the Play IRL stream today, please. No. And no, Microsoft is BDS, but that doesn't mean the Microsoft software is BDS. It's not. It's just Microsoft Gaming that's BDS. Anyway, this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, but there's not really much going on aside from all of that. I woke up super late. And I did a bunch of interviews.
Hi, you're tuned into.
And that is what it is. Okay, let's just blast off. I didn't get a notification. I want to speak to upper management. Sure. All right. There's a lot to talk about. There's a Noah Samson update, Ethan Klein lawsuit response. Like, we'll do some drama stuff as well, but this is not even drama. It's like a prominent pro-Palestinian content creator being attacked with ridiculous lawsuits. And what the updates are on that front. I mean, it's Noah Samson. We got Birthright. We're going to talk about Birthright today. An issue that's near and dear to me for obvious reasons. RFK Jr. grilled, Birthright, the downfall of Daily Wire, Russia snubs, Ukraine meeting in Turkey as Trump's Middle East tour continues, Israel intensifies its genocide. I know Ben from Ben and Jerry popped off for Gaza. We'll look at that as well. Were your parents working in the US when you were born? Why are you asking me these questions, bro? Don't worry about it. I'm answering no questions from some of you on issues like this, okay? Grok AI bricked over South African genocide claims and the downfall of Daily Wire. Get in now. All right, another blast off memer has hit the Hasanabi Twin Towers. Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's blast it off and let's do it. Let's freaking do it, fam. We're gonna get some fun this weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to do Spud Bros with Phineas again, as you guys know. The endless will they, won't they eat jacketed potatoes together. But you know, every time I brought that up, it usually falls apart. I believe Pete Jar's here. Maybe we can do something with her. I've been meaning to go to Deco Den, Cutie Cinderella's Deco Den. Maybe we can do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get like 6-7 spuds. You know, yeah, right. Spuds. It's sad. I was sad to hear that Ben & Jerry's is owned by Unilever and they claim to be so pro-Palestine and activist. What's up with that? I assume you'll be covering this. Yes, the NYU speech that is responsible for this student's diploma being withheld. You need coffee, bro? I know I am. Are you caught up on Andor season 2? I am not. I haven't had time. Every moment that I'm not live on camera, I'm on camera, but either for a podcast or for media hits or something like that. Majority Report raid. Hey-o. Thank you, Majority Report. Thank you for the raid. Majority Report. What do you think about that? Everyone calls you a liar now after your airport story. I gotta stop reading this shit, dude. I can't. Brother, the Department of Homeland Security admitted it. I don't understand what, like, people just genuinely don't give a fuck, you know? It's so strange. It's like no one is disputing this except for schizos online. And then people that go to these like schizo forums online go, dude, everyone feels this way. Yeah, you're right. Everyone is on board with what you're saying. It's interesting because like, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If enough people are hallucinating an alternative reality, facts genuinely don't matter. And instead of people going, hey, man, maybe I'm being misled by these communities that I'm a part of, especially considering that like virtually every outlet has reported on this. The Department of Homeland Security has admitted that it happened. Perhaps I'm being misled by these people. They just go, nah, it's everyone else that's wrong except for my fucking tightly knit and totally normal stalking community. So many people are just pushing themselves to the verge of schizophrenia. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. It is what it is. Like I could get fucking shot and show you the bullet wound and motherfuckers be like, that's not real. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to do. It is pretty funny though, because like a lot of where this like misinformation is coming from is unironically supposed to be communities that hate the Trump administration. They claim to hate the Trump administration. They claim to hate the Department of Homeland Security's actions, but they drop all of that at the first sight of trying to attack me. And it is what it is. It shifted from your detention to the amount of time you were detained. You were still detained and asked questions that infringes on your rights law. I know. It's so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, centrist like Tim Pool. How do you ensure that you're not in your own echo chamber? I try to control it myself, but I often look back and see what an idiot I was. I mean, part of the reason why I ensure it, like part of how I ensure it is by constantly looking at, constantly piercing the veil and looking at what the other groups are saying, what the outside is saying. It's also part of the reason why I have a normally 10-minute follow, only a 10-minute follow on my broadcast so that like dumbasses can come in and do their first time chatting. And sometimes people abuse that, but it is what it is. But there's nothing wrong with looking back at what you used to believe and exercising a healthy amount of skepticism for what you believe right now, considering that you have recognized that you are, considering that you've recognized that you were wrong in the past. Like that means you self-reflected, you changed your opinion, you saw with an introduction of new facts that you were able to critically examine and critically re-examine your own worldview. So that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, you know? And maintaining that healthy dose of skepticism and hopefully continuing to engage in critical thinking is a good thing. You should celebrate that growth and you know, keep it going. I do believe that a lot of these people that find themselves in the throes of like, I do believe that people that find themselves in the throes of this kind of back and forth, in this kind of like silliness, they will eventually go back on their positions and also self-reflect down the line. It might take a year, it might take a couple months. There will be a moment where I think they'll just snap out of this stupor, you know? Like, this is unsustainable. Like this, for example, Tectone threatening people with his convicted rapist dad was definitely not on my bingo card for 2025. I only read your ex docs on you. That was enough to think you're a monster. Don't make me call my dad. You want him to rape me too. Like, that's insane. Like, people support this kind of stuff, right? And I think it's pretty insane that they support this kind of stuff. Oh, there was a Fear and leak. I know. This is really funny. Cutie Cinderella called me and I was so happy that my friend is thinking of me. And I had to hear Austin Show's gay ass voice say, hello, Prezzo. You are on the Fear and podcast with Cutie Austin, Will and Hassan. Friendship isn't fucking real on this website. Yeah, this is from the Patreon episode, which was an absolute banger. ID Magazine quoted you on your post about speed. Oh, yeah. Ishowspeed is, you know, the new Tarkovsky, says Harmony Corinne. He's America's greatest cultural ambassador. Yep, I did say this about him to ID Magazine. And I just say this about him in general. It's correct. It's because Ishowspeed is. I just wanted to make some income where I didn't have a job. Yeah, W Speed. Speed's motion's crazy. No, that would be Asmongold. I think it's the exact opposite reality. One is touching grass all the time. The other one never does. Not just what you believed that was wrong, but also examining how little you knew about all sorts of things that I might not have had an opinion on. I knew fuck all about Palestine before October 7, aside from the vibe that Israel was treating them like shit. Even correct views had no real substance other than vibes. Yeah. Piers Morgan says this, but is still pro-Israel. Make it make sense. Israel's long since crossed the line of proportionate response to October 7 and is now engaged in deliberately starving Gazan civilians, relentlessly attacking civilian areas, including hospitals, and then lying about it. It's shameful and it has to stop. Yeah. Remember when everyone was like, Israel gave details as to why they were attacking the hospital that they were attacking, and to a surprise to absolutely fucking no one that is aware of what Israel does with regular fucking frequency, the Gaza hospital attack analysis contradicts Israel's evidence justifying the fucking airstrike. Trump leaving tomorrow, destination unknown. What the fuck? This is ominous, dude. Is JD there or something? What does that mean? Is he